Have you ever wondered why some men seem naturally magnetic to women while others struggle to get noticed? The secret isn't in their looks or money, it's in their behavior. Certain actions make you attractive, respected, and desired, while others silently sabotage your chances without you even realizing it. If you've ever felt confused about why a woman's interest suddenly fades or why your efforts seem to go unnoticed, this video is for you. Today, we're going to reveal 10 critical mistakes that smart men never make with women. Avoiding these will instantly change the way women see and treat you. Pay close attention to each point, and don't miss the last one. It's the most damaging of all. Let's dive in. The first 5 things that smart men never do with women. Putting them on a pedestal. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude confidence, self-respect, and independence. When a man places a woman on a pedestal, constantly praising her, agreeing with everything she says, or seeking her approval, he unknowingly diminishes his own value. While admiration is healthy, excessive idolization creates an imbalance that can lead to loss of respect. Women appreciate men who see themselves as equals rather than acting as if they are lucky just to be in their presence. True attraction is built on mutual respect, not desperation. Instead of putting her above you, focus on your own self-improvement, personal growth, and ambition. A man who values himself naturally commands respect and attraction. Women want a partner, not a fan. By maintaining your own identity and confidence, you create a dynamic that fosters real connection and admiration. Balance is key. Respect her, but never at the cost of your own self-worth. Being overly available. Being overly available and always initiating contact can make you seem desperate, which is not attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who have their own lives, goals, hobbies, and ambitions. If you're always texting first, always saying yes, and constantly at her beck and call, you're signaling that you have nothing better to do. This predictability can kill excitement and lessen her attraction. Instead, focus on your own growth, career, and passions. When a woman sees that you have a fulfilling life outside of her, she will respect and value your time more. Attraction thrives on a balance of interest and space. By being slightly unavailable at times, you create a sense of mystery and intrigue that keeps her engaged. A man who values himself and his time naturally becomes more desirable. Make her earn your attention rather than giving it away too easily, and she will appreciate you more. Being afraid to lose a woman. Fear makes you weak, and women can sense it instantly. Confident men understand their worth and know that if one woman leaves, another will come. This isn't about being careless. It's about valuing yourself enough to never operate from a place of desperation. If you're constantly afraid of upsetting her, afraid to set boundaries, or afraid of losing her, you give away your power. Women are not attracted to men who beg for attention or chase someone who isn't interested. Instead, high-value men set their own standards and expect respect in return. They don't see losing a woman as the end of the world because they trust in their ability to attract someone who truly appreciates them. The key is shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you're confident in who you are, in your purpose, and in what you bring to the table, you won't fear losing anyone. You'll inspire respect and attraction. Sharing emotional problems. Too soon. Being vulnerable is important, but oversharing too soon can make you seem emotionally unstable. Early in a relationship, attraction should develop naturally, without overwhelming the other person with personal struggles. While women appreciate emotional maturity, there's a fine line between being open and dumping your baggage. Constantly talking about insecurities, past heartbreaks, or personal struggles too early can create the impression that you lack emotional stability. Women are drawn to men who can handle their emotions and provide a sense of security, not those constantly seeking reassurance. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather sharing them at the right time in a way that fosters connection rather than burdening her. Instead of treating her like a therapist, focus on building trust and attraction first. Once a strong foundation is in place, deeper conversations will happen naturally. A balanced approach to vulnerability makes relationships healthier and more fulfilling for both partners. Tolerating disrespect. If a woman disrespects you, whether through sarcasm, dismissive jokes, or a lack of effort, don't ignore it. The way you allow others to treat you sets the standard for future interactions. Many men overlook subtle signs of disrespect, hoping things will improve, but in reality, disrespect only escalates when tolerated. Women, consciously or unconsciously, may test your boundaries to see what you will accept. If you let poor treatment slide once, it's likely to happen again. Smart men address disrespect immediately, either through a direct conversation or by removing themselves from the situation. You don't need to be aggressive, but you must be firm in your standards. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and it starts with how you value yourself. A man who respects himself naturally earns the respect of others. By setting clear boundaries and maintaining self-worth, you create relationships built on mutual appreciation and understanding. The last 5 things that smart men never do with women. Trying to convince a woman to like him. Attraction isn't a logical decision. It's an instinctive response. If a woman isn't interested, no amount of convincing will change that. Many men fall into the trap of thinking that if they just prove their worth through gifts, excessive kindness, or constant validation, she will eventually develop feelings for them. But attraction doesn't work like that. Women are drawn to confidence, charisma, and natural chemistry, not persistent efforts to win them over. If the spark isn't there, no amount of persuasion or grand gestures will create it. Instead of chasing after someone who isn't reciprocating interest, focus on improving yourself. Build confidence by working on your fitness, social skills, and passions. The right woman will be naturally drawn to you when you exude self-assurance and live a fulfilling life. Trying too hard only signals neediness, which is one of the biggest attraction killers. True attraction happens effortlessly, not through pleading or overcompensation. Let go of the need to convince anyone. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the right people will be drawn to you naturally. Compromising your principles to please her. Changing your personality, beliefs, or decisions just to gain a woman's approval is one of the biggest mistakes a man can make. When you compromise your values or go against your morals to fit her expectations, you lose self-respect, and eventually hers too. A high-value man stands firm in his beliefs and doesn't change himself just to please others. While adaptability and open-mindedness are important, completely altering who you are to win someone's approval is a sign of insecurity, not strength. Women admire men who have confidence in their convictions, who stay true to their principles regardless of external pressure. If she truly likes you, it will be for who you genuinely are, not for a version of yourself that you've molded to fit her desires. Pretending to be someone you're not only leads to resentment and an unstable foundation in any relationship. Instead of seeking validation by changing for her, focus on being the best version of yourself. The right woman will appreciate and respect you for your authenticity, not for how well you conform to her expectations. Confidence in your identity is what makes you truly attractive. Being overly emotional and reactive. Losing control over small things, getting irritated easily, or constantly complaining can make you appear insecure and emotionally weak. Women are naturally drawn to men who maintain composure, especially in stressful or challenging situations. Emotional stability signals strength, confidence, and maturity, qualities that are deeply attractive. If you find yourself struggling with emotional control, focus on developing emotional intelligence. This means understanding your triggers, practicing patience, and learning to manage stress without reacting impulsively. A man who can regulate his emotions without being overly reactive commands respect and admiration. Instead of letting frustration or negativity define your interactions, cultivate a mindset of resilience and self mastery. Women respect men who can handle challenges without falling apart or resorting to constant complaints. Life will always have difficulties, but how you respond to them determines how others perceive you. A calm and composed attitude not only makes you more attractive, but also strengthens your ability to lead, solve problems, and build deeper connections. Strive to be the man who brings stability, not chaos, into a relationship. Confidence isn't about never feeling emotions. It's about managing them with control and purpose. Becoming dependent on a woman for happiness. Your happiness should never depend entirely on a relationship. A man who sacrifices his interests, friendships, and personal goals just to make a woman his sole source of fulfillment is setting himself up for disappointment. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a strong sense of purpose, ambition, and independence. When you center your entire life around a relationship, it creates pressure and imbalance, often leading to loss of attraction. Instead of making a woman your only priority, focus on maintaining your passions, friendships, and career. A fulfilling life comes from within, not from external validation. When you have your own sense of direction and fulfillment, you become more attractive and respected. A man who remains independent and continues growing as an individual will always be more appealing than someone who relies on a relationship for his happiness. Build a life you love, and the right person will naturally be drawn to you. Believing that he needs a woman to feel complete society often promotes the idea that a man's worth is tied to his relationship status. But true fulfillment comes from within. Success isn't about whether you're in a relationship. It's about personal growth, achieving your goals, and building self-confidence. A man who focuses on improving himself rather than seeking validation through relationships naturally becomes more attractive. When you develop a strong sense of purpose and contentment, you exude confidence and positive energy, which naturally draws the right people into your life. Women are more attracted to men who are secure in themselves and have a direction in life, rather than those who chase relationships for a sense of worth. Instead of worrying about finding the right woman, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. When you build a fulfilling and successful life, the right person will recognize your value and be drawn to you effortlessly.